Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at messages and insights for the collective Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Pisces, let's get into it. So Pisces, for you, the first card it says round, and it further says consummation, success, and end. So definitely I feel that there is a cycle which is completing for you. And when cycles complete, there is a lot of things that we accomplish and achieve. But the best part about cycles completing is that we integrate everything that we have learned in the whole experience, the whole cycle that we jumped into, or that we invited into our life, or that the universe orchestrated, right? So when we understand what was the full impact of that cycle, then we understand what was the harvest of that whole process, right? By putting in the effort, by learning, growing, soul growth, personal growth, whatever the cycle was for you. You know, we complete these cycles, we complete these chapters, and if they were bad memories, we, burned our fingers or got hurt in the process, we learn to heal out of it, we learn to forgive, and we release those negative emotions, we release the hurts, and you do this all mindfully. So this leads to a lot of personal growth for us. So I feel that there is something that you have completed in a big way, Pisces. And the most important thing when cycle closes is the gratitude. We have to be thankful to the universe from the bottom of our hearts for bringing us these experiences, for bringing us this growth. And also pat yourself on the back, because it was you who put the efforts in to complete the cycle, to learn those lessons, to heal through the whole process, and now come out on the other side, re-energized and renewed, ready for a new cycle, right? So basically, these chapters endings are gateways to new chapters that are beginning. So obviously, new chapters, new things, new experiences are on the horizon for you, Pisces. So I do feel that this is a time of transitions, conclusions, which have created solid structures for you, solid growth, soul growth, personal growth for you. And now you're transiting to a different cycle, different times. Next, Pisces, you have the card Nautilus Nebula, and it further says, embrace the mysteries of the cosmos and let the vastness of the universe inspire your soul. So I feel that with this nebula, nebulas are always growth energy, expansion energy, right? This is also embrace the mysteries of the cosmos and let the vastness of the universe inspire your soul. Yeah, I see the spirals that is created by this Nautilus Nebula. It's like, cosmic timing, cosmic alignment, which comes at the timing when you are ready to receive this gift or the growth. So I feel that there is, since it's a spiral, it's like a universal pattern of cycles, and that's what is represented here in the spiral, if you see in the picture. And I feel that there is a lot of new energy, newness on the horizon, new chapters. And these new chapters that you're starting now, Pisces, I feel they have a lot of potential. So everything is happening according to the universal laws, universal timing. Don't rush the process. Just let things and your guides and divine guide you step by step into this new chapter of evolution is what I'm getting with this. But along with the universal energies and astrological alignments or cosmic alignments that are available to you right now, Pisces, I feel that you need to be very structured in your approach. So structured, I mean that put in the work that needs to go in with a lot of planning and strategy, resources, align the resources, stay flexible and stay adaptable. Now with adaptability comes changes, right? It comes transformation. That's only then we can be adaptable. So I feel that there are things that are evolving for you. There are things that are starting up for you. But this time, the growth which is going to be there, the expansion which you are going to experience, Pisces, it's going to it's gonna evolve you, grow you by leaps and bounds. And this is also another energy of infiniteness, which means infinite does not have a limit to it, right? It's limitless. So using all your experiences of the past, tuning into the energies of the current moment, of the aligning stars, make use of it, have a structured approach, and go and grow. Next, you have the card 4 of Hearts. And it further says, so the number 4 could be relevant to you, Pisces, and further sees number 17. So the number 1, 7, and 8, and 4 are playing out prominently here. There's a fish in the picture that's trying to come out to breathe. That further says the fish in the emblem of riches through stocks. So some of you could be investing into stocks and portfolios, financial portfolios and investments. Some of you might be, just, creating stronger foundations there, or not just stocks. Maybe it could be any financial investment. Maybe you are investing into some, some property or some jewelry. But fish is an energy of growth, of prosperity, of abundance. And it's looking upwards, which means that you are going to experience financial growth through the investments and choices that you are making. Now, 4 of Hearts is again related to, the heart space, our emotional foundations that we create through our relationships and through choices that resonate with our soul, heart and soul. Why do we do that? Because we want to stay at peace at all times. We don't want to create that chaos. And after a certain time, having gone through so many experiences, we actually know what disturbs us and what makes us happy. So, and it's going to be different for each one of you. But I feel that you're more about creating peace and harmony. You have, routines that bring more peace, that you do things that align with your values. You do things where you want to build trust with people and relationships. You do things that keep your emotions balanced. So it's like you are taking care of your mind, heart, and soul. And that's what's exactly which is needed at a daily level, the consistent care that's needed. Now, also 4 of Hearts is mostly about building trust, transparency, good communication, mindful communication, where there is no room for misunderstanding, so that there is no room for misinterpretation, there is no room for misunderstanding, there is no room for doubt, there is only trust and trust. So that, it leads to a stable foundation in relationships. It stays committed. If you're already in a relationship, it stays committed and it just grows better from there. So I feel that you're like, you're all about creating strong foundations financially and emotionally. So that's a very good space to be in, Pisces. Next, you have the Uranus card, and it says radically change, and that's the energy of the planet. It shifts, it changes things radically. So we have to be open to new horizons, to new ways of being. And this is like a generational planet. It moves slowly through the sign, and whichever sign it's moving through is going to allow you to break free of the limitations. To find newer ways and alternate ways of doing things. So you'll get a lot of ideas, a lot of aha moments where you will be able to find newer ways of being and doing things. Especially, it's going to be different for each one of you based on Uranus's position and station, then which house for you, Pisces, because this is for the collective reading. So depending on where, check in your birth charts, whichever house it's it's traveling through, the planet Uranus is going to actually restructure, reform things in that house. So it's going to remove any stagnancy. There's a lot of breakthroughs, there's a lot of revolutions. And the good part is that it's a forward-thinking planet. So you'll feel good about the changes that are coming through. And because it's a generational planet, you'll see that the general people, the collective, are also vibing at the same level, making the same restructures in their ways, breaking through from limitations. Right? Because this planet is the planet of dismantling older belief systems, their older ways of doing things, liberating because older systems are no longer working. They're outdated. They need to go. So I feel that you will make those adjustments. Yeah, it's discomforting, of course, because change is not easy. But is it going to be for the better? Of course. And when you come out on the other side stronger with renewed spirit because of the Uranus energy, you will be limitless. You will be boundless. We already saw that with the nebula, Nautilus nebula energy for you Pisces, that you are limitless. You're boundless. So take care of yourself, because when the changes are coming, it's not easy, of course. It takes time to adapt. It takes time for society to catch up with. And it's, it's discomforting. You feel like a fish out of water, because now things are new and you have to learn, you have to grow. So, of course, it's not easy, but then it's much needed. That's how the society in general, as a collective, will progress forward. Right? So I do feel that you're itching to make a change in some area, and whichever area of your life you're itching to make a change, just know that the Uranus energy is at play. So definitely freedom is at the core, core of this energy, but it's also about your truth, what aligns with your truth. And also do things mindfully, intellectually, because that's what Uranus energy is all about. And the stars are completely aligning for you, Pisces, right now to bring this radical changes in areas that you have stagnated in or feel constricted in. So be ready for some breakthroughs, be ready for some push-throughs, some dramatic changes. And now that you'll be ready for it. Next card you have, Pisces, is the Adelita of Air. Air is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. These are the air elements, and it's paired up with oregano. So look at the picture. There is oregano, of course, plants that she's using, a lot of herbs that she has collected in her woven basket. And these herbs, I can see roses out there, I can see calendula out there, I can see oregano. So she has these herbs, and now she's ready with the bowl and just putting the herbs in that for a steam bath, right? It's like just taking a steam bath. And, so emphasis here is on oregano, of course. And oregano is a great herb. We use it a lot in our cooking in the kitchen. You might be using a lot of it. But in general, oregano is also a very therapeutic herb. It helps to heal the throat. It helps to heal thyroid and lower abdominal problems. And it also, kind of stabilizes the flow of energy and good circulation. So when you, work out in squat positions or things like that, it helps to open up channels to communicate, to allow the energy to flow better. Right? So the Princess of Air, it's about truth. Princess of Air is about speaking her truth. Right? And speaking the truth is from the throat chakra. That's where our thyroid glands are. So we need to make sure that our throat chakra is open, healthy. For some of you, you could be dealing with some, abdominal problems. So you can use oregano for that as well, or have steam bath with herbal oregano and, other herbs that help with circulation and easing of cramps and things like that. Leg cramps and body cramps is also healed by, these rose water steams. They help a lot in the holistic healing. So some of you might be into that. Some of you might be making teas, herbal teas, and drinking that up to calm the nerves, to calm the circulation down, to make it better. But in terms of communication, this is like speaking your truth, making things loud and clear, speaking with integrity and honesty. And that's the best way to express yourself, right? To be loud, not in the negative way, not in a shouting way, but make your point loud and clear. Be assertive. Be clear in your mind as to what you want to say. Don't fumble. Don't beat around the bush. Get straight to the point. And that's the best way to communicate what you're feeling at this point in time, and what you would like, what you would prefer, what you won't have. It's like just speaking the truth, but in a gentle and calm way, to not disrupt cycles. Don't disrupt or ruffle feathers, but still speaking your truth. Next Pisces you have is the Nine of Air, and it's paired with pomegranate. Okay, so Nine of Air is mostly about thinking, overthinking, worries, anxieties. And that's alright. So we just saw the Uranus energies, right? So yes, things are changing. You're going to speak the truth. We saw that with the Andalita of Air, which means that truth, honesty is at the forefront, and you're facing things. You're confronting truths. You're trying to identify issues one after the other, right? And pomegranate is very rightly paired here with the Nine of Swords, because it further says you're no love, no brief. Claim your underworld crown. You are the sky, everything else is the weather. Yeah, so look at this pomegranate tree in the backdrop, right? So there are pomegranates that are hanging from it. It's harvest time. But pomegranates have a time to be harvested. You cannot harvest it. You cannot just pluck it out and expect it to be ready. Right? So now on this table, somebody just cut it open. The pomegranates and the seeds are just falling here and there. Some of them are juiced up, and there's red juice dripping off of the pomegranate. So we don't have control over how we cut the seeds open. Sometimes the seeds are fine. Sometimes they just slice. They become a juice. They become the liquid, right? And we cannot control which seed you're touching. Now, pomegranate has a deep spiritual meaning in terms of the underworld, right? Because we all know the story of Demeter, right? She lost because her daughter Persephone, she ate this pomegranate, and then she became the queen of the underworld by consuming this. Right? So what I'm trying to say is that pain is the path to wisdom. And if you're actually hiking on a mountain or going through the desert, you'll know this. This stands true. The statement will stand true whenever you're going through a difficult situation, that pain is a pathway to the wisdom. Right? So whenever this pain is there in our life, whether it's physical pain, mental, emotional, heartache, whatever this is. And remember one thing, that the deeper the hurt is, the more healed you will be when you come out on the other side. The more loving you will be. The more joyous you will be when you come out on the other side after healing your pain. So when you're grieving, when we feel the heartache, you should not ignore it. Take the time to process it, and see where things can be fixed, instead of staying in this energy of anxiety and overthinking and procrastinating. This Nine of Air is all about thinking, overthinking. Why? Because we are replaying those experiences in our head, and those experiences were not pleasant, right? They were distasteful. They left a bitter taste in our mouth. And so now we start feeling bad. We go on a guilt trip. We worry what's going to happen, what's next. There's regrets, there's everything. So how do you get out of the cycle? Is to just forgive everything and everyone. Forgiveness is the only way that you can get rid of all these negative emotions. Or pomegranate can help too. So that's why it's paired with pomegranate, because it's known to, good for blood. It's good for calming you down. It's good for relieving anxiety. It's a very good juice. It brings you more energy. It heals you. It's very good for the heart. Pomegranate is full of iron. It's very good for the heart. It's very good for iron, blood, and things like that, right? So I do feel that all the burdens that you have been carrying so far, Pisces, it's actually getting processed now. And this is leading to so much of growth. You will be transformed like a butterfly. And the last card you have for today, Pisces, says, take a rest in the restroom. It says, relax or meditate in the restroom. I don't know why it says relax or meditate in the restroom. Let's find out. Everyone needs numerous breaks to use the restroom throughout the day. So why not make them part of your stress-less routine? Yeah, so de-stress in the bathroom. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of spending too much time in the restroom, you know. Stay away of negative thoughts, it further says, of any thoughts at all. Exactly, that's why the pomegranate juice is here, 9 of Swords. It's all about thinking too much. So meditate, yes, journal, meditate, relax, breathe. Take an extra minute or two to meditate. Cook, close your eyes, calm yourself down, have some oregano tea. That will be already in the energies for you. Then experience the warm water running over your hands while you wash up. Live in the moment, enjoy that bit. Small breaks throughout the day can help prevent the buildup of stress-related tension and promote peace of mind. So you have too much stress on your mind, Pisces. Get rid of it. Get over it. Okay? So good energies here. So Pisces, those were your messages. Hope they were helpful and insightful to you guys. Thank you guys for joining, for watching and supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and the subscribe along with the bell, so you get notified every time a video is published. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care you all. Bye for now.